Good morning, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota. My name is Jim Grove, a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the center. As we do each Sunday, I greet you with Namaste. Namaste is Sanskrit and means the divinity within me recognizes and honors the divinity within you. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a regular viewer, we're so pleased that you've chosen to spend some time with us today. And just a quick reminder that we will be holding our annual meeting after the service this morning at 11:30 via Zoom. You'll see the information about the meeting on your screen now. All members are encouraged to attend, and all friends of the center and newcomers are also welcome. If you would like to attend and haven't already emailed Kathleen Frankert for the Zoom link, please email her at the address shown and she will send you the link to join. Each Sunday, we recite our declaration of intention as a spiritual center. The words from our website can now be seen on your screen. I invite you to recite this aloud with me now. We are a spiritual center that honors all paths to God. Ours is a positive message, inspiring our possibilities and offering spiritual tools for transforming our lives and helping to make the world a better place. Here, we can find peace of mind, belonging to a spiritual home, and a personal relationship with the God of our understanding. We are here to discover what we already know. And now, as we move into our time of prayer and meditation, I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep cleansing breath with me. Releasing any tension, just focus on your breathing in this present moment. Now, Bob Teesdale will sing the chant, "In the Stillness" by Karen Drucker. Please join in if you're comfortable.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace, there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace, there is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is love, there is love. In the stillness of this moment there is love, there is love. And I rest and breathe and trust and know that in the stillness of this moment there is love. In the stillness of this moment I feel love, I feel love. In the stillness of this moment I feel love, I feel love. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I feel love. In the stillness this moment. I am peace, I am peace in the stillness of this moment. I am peace, I am peace, and I trust and rest and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I am peace, I am love, I am peace, I am love.
In the stillness of this present sacred moment, I acknowledge that God is all there is. It is the one source of all that I see, feel, and experience. This one loving presence is perfect freedom and has created me out of itself to live this freedom as an individual expression of itself. It generously and continually imparts to me all of the wisdom, abilities, and blessings that make life fulfilling and joyous. I am continually inspired and guided by the divine at every juncture in all that I think, do, and say to express this freedom. I feel the presence of God at the center of my being and affirm that God's freedom is my freedom. I am open and invite new and enriching experiences into my life, knowing that they are created for me by the same power that makes everything. I enter into this freedom completely with confidence that all things are working out well. I have a deep and sincere desire to live my life in such a way that my freedom will be imparted to others, that we all may feel that we are in a partnership with the infinite. In profound gratitude for the freedom that is mine now and always, I release my word of truth to the immutable law that has already received it and even now produces the experience of perfect freedom in my life and for everyone hearing these words. I am free in the freedom of God. And so it is. Today, our spiritual leader, Reverend Karen Wolfson, is speaking on True Freedom, Your Soul Knows. But before we hear Reverend Karen's inspirational message, I'm pleased to welcome back our wonderful Bob Teesdale as today's soloist. This morning, Bob is singing one of his own songs, My Soul Knows How It Feels to Be Free. Welcome, Bob.
Sometimes I might get lost, maybe stumbling blind, with a troubled heart and a weary mind. But my soul knows how it feels to be free. rising up from my soul, reminding me what I've always known, that my soul knows how it feels to be free. Yes, my soul has wings to fly above the mountains, across the sky, to sail upon the wind on a wide open sea. Yes, my soul knows how it feels to be free. They tell a lot of crazy stories on the TV, try to fool with my emotions, but they can't fool me, 'cause my soul knows how it feels to be free. Nobody else is gonna free me from my misery, 'cause I'm the only one who's holding the key. Yes, my soul knows how it feels to be free. Yes, my soul has eyes to see beyond the things that seem to be, and I can't go wrong with it guiding me. Yes, my soul knows how it feels to be free. Seem to be, and I can't go wrong with it guiding me. Yes, my soul knows how it feels to be free. You're living under a spell, like you're hypnotized, until one day you wake up and you realize that your soul knows how it feels to be free. When that voice rises up from your soul, reminding you what you've always known, that your soul knows how it feels to be free. Yes, your soul has wings to fly above the mountains, across the sky, to sail upon a wind on a wide open sea. Yes, your soul knows how it feels to be free. Yes, your soul has wings to fly above the mountains, across the sky, to sail upon a wind on a wide open sea. Yes, your soul knows how it feels to be free. Yes, your soul knows how it feels to be free.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Bob, for blessing us again with one of your amazing musical creations. You know, I tell Bob very often that his songs are like an entire message set to music. Listen to these words. My soul knows how it feels to be free. Sometimes I may get lost and stumbling blind with a troubled heart and a weary mind. How about you? Yeah, me too. Maybe even this past week, but I digress. Because the song goes on to say, there's a voice rising up from my soul, reminding me of what I've always known, that my soul knows how it feels to be free. There's an Episcopal priest named Barbara Brown Taylor, a graduate of Yale University, Yale Divinity School, and an author, best-selling author, and has written many of the books that I consider my favorites. And one Sunday she was invited to speak at a small country church, and so, as was her usual practice, she asked, "What would you like me to talk about? What theme?" And the answer came, "Tell us what is saving your life right now." And the host went on to say, "Most of us know what's killing us, and we can articulate it if we're asked to, but very few of us stop to know what's giving us life. So talk to us about what is saving your life right now." Amen to that. You know, in the midst of the conditions that we're experiencing now, our current world conditions and everyday challenges, we can articulate all too well what we feel is smothering us, making us feel less than alive, certainly not free. My question for you today is, what is saving your life right now? I can tell you without a doubt what is saving my life more than anything. It's this. It is what my soul knows. And my soul knows how it feels to be free. And so does yours. So my title today is True Freedom, Your Soul Knows. True freedom, your soul knows. These days we can feel anything but free. So burdened with all of the conditions going on around us, out of our control, daily challenges. And yet the truth is, no matter what is going on the outside, we can experience true freedom and aliveness. Dr. Ernest Holmes, the architect of our philosophy, expressed it this way. He said, "We have thought that outside things controlled us, when all the time we have had within that which can change everything and give us freedom." What he's saying is our soul knows how to be free. Before we continue that conversation, I want to check in with you as I do each week and let you know I know you're out there, and I'm so glad to have that feeling that you are out there. I know because you send me emails and messages that let me know what's going on with you and that you enjoy our Sunday experience. So thank you for that. Keep them coming. Want you to know when I think of you all week long, it's with this affirmation that you are abundantly supported in every way and that you are in vibrant health. For those of you who are supporting us financially, thank you, thank you, thank you. We never take you for granted. You are a key part of the team that makes it possible for us to share our message, our love, our connection in this way. Thank you. So to all of you, great to have you with us today. Thank you for being with us, and I'm sending you a big virtual hug. This month we're celebrating the birthday of our nation's Declaration of Freedom and Independence. And along with that, I am always reminded of the beautiful and powerful ideas of freedom and independence at the core of New Thought, of Science of Mind. A philosophy which is all about discovering and expressing our uniqueness with freedom and independence, about a God, by whatever name you want to call it, that created us, you and me, with an irresistible impulse for free expression. Ernest Holmes expressed it this way. He said, "The divine plan is one of freedom. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul. All instinctively feel this." Oh my. With all that would distract us these days, what better time to tune in to that inner freedom, that vibrant inner life that we have. Again, here are the words of Dr. Holmes. He said, I need never break before the onslaught of any confusion that exists around me today. Why? Because there is an inspiration within me that guides my every act and thought with certainty and peace. I'm going to dub this inner something our divine soul spark. Our divine soul spark. So living from that spark, what would it look like? Well, I have 3 thoughts for you to consider. Number 1, be a little nuts. Number 2, think of someone. And number 3, play where the monkey dropped the ball. Stay with me on this. First of all, be a little nuts. This week, while reflecting on this topic, I just happened to come across a talk by Dr. Roger Teal, the Minister Emeritus of the Mile High Center for Spiritual Living in Denver, Colorado. And the title caught my eye. It was The Spark That Never Goes Out. The Spark That Never Goes Out. And he was talking about what I'm talking about, that spark of God within, our soul spark. And as he wisely encouraged us to live from that inner spark in our soul, I was reminded of these words from Dr. Ernest Holmes. The spark which burns at the center of your own soul is caught from the living, eternal flame of spirit. Now, we often think that the way to treat ourselves to freedom is to change our environment, change our surroundings, go somewhere else. But remember, wherever you go, there you are. And Dr. Raymond Charles Barker, who was one of our earlier New Thought ministers and teachers, said it this way. He said, when I go on a trip, I say, Barker, the only thing you're taking on this trip outside of too much luggage is yourself. He's reminding us that changing conditions, changing surroundings does not change or give us freedom, not really. He continues, freedom takes place only when you get clear in your thinking and recognize that at the center of you, deep down under all the layers that have been put upon it, is a freedom of life which is seeking expression. In the midst of chaos and confusion, he says, is something which is undisturbed, the God idea of freedom. Your divine soul spark. That one awareness that may well be saving your life today. Dr. Teal said, of course, folks may think you're a little nuts when you're living from this point of view, but Dr. Teal is also known for acronyms in his messages, and this is no exception. So he went on to say, NUTS stands for never underestimate that spark. Never underestimate that spark. So, go a little nuts. Number 2, think of someone. I would guess that most of us know of at least one person that we can think of, who has been an example of freedom and vibrancy despite daunting, unimaginable difficulties, challenges, limitations. And I'm inviting you to think of that person to inspire you, to remember that there is always that inner freedom that we're talking about today, that your soul knows. And thinking about someone who has manifested it against all odds can be such an inspiration. I'm going to share with you about the person at the top of my list. His name is Todd Brower. Many of you know Todd. Todd was a longtime member of our center and a very precious friend. And he graduated or passed on a few years ago. Todd was born with severe cerebral palsy. He was confined to a reclining wheelchair all of his life. He required 24/7 care for everything. He had difficulty with speech. It was difficult to understand him, but he was very, very patient with me in helping me to get what he was saying. I must have aggravated him terribly, but that was one of the things about Todd that was so wonderful. And he was so patient with me as I groped to try to understand, because what he had to say was always special. He was so smart. He was outrageously funny. He loved life to the max. He was pure joy. I mean, he was freedom in motion. The stories I could tell. Every single holiday, he insisted that his caregivers decorate his home from top to bottom in that theme, whatever the holiday was, and I mean every holiday. He loved and had many, many stuffed animals and characters of all kinds. And of course, he had hundreds that were holiday specific, and they were hauled them out for each holiday and then put them away till the next one. He loved music. I brought him a Karen Drucker CD one time, and he loved that. And together, we sang through the entire CD. I mean, both of us singing. Neither one of us was very much on tune, but what a time that was. Whenever I spent time with Todd, sharing laughter, tears, and everything in between, I left with a heart so full. His divine soul spark ignited mine. His spirit was not trapped at all by his body's limitations. His soul knew what it feels like to be free, and he lived it. So think of someone who inspires you like that, and be reminded of the freedom that is in you, that your soul knows. Number 3, play the ball where the monkey dropped it. Yes, you heard me right. Play the ball where the monkey dropped it. Last month in Science of Mind magazine, my friend and colleague Sally Robbins, Reverend Sally Robbins, wrote an article in which she included a story by Tara Brach. And it is the story about the British who decided to build a golf course in Calcutta, India. But there was a problem. After they had the golf course built and the golfers started hitting the balls, the monkeys from the surrounding jungles discovered it and had great fun picking up the golf balls and tossing them in all directions. It was fun for the monkeys, but not so much for the golfers. So the exasperated golfers started brainstorming about ways to control the monkeys' behavior. Monkeys are great climbers, so fences were not an option. Distracting them with bananas and fruit, well, that just attracted more monkeys looking for dinner and for fun. Trapping and relocating them to the jungle didn't work either. So finally, they decided on a new rule. The golfer must play where the monkey drops the ball. You know, if you can't lick them, join them. The golfer must play where the monkey drops the ball. I think you can fill in the blanks here, but the point is, we are on that metaphorical golf course right now. Life is not playing by our rules, is it? It hasn't, especially for the last 3 or 4 months. Not at all. Circumstances and conditions just out of our control. So the moral of the story, as the author writes, is this. If we're to find peace and freedom, rather than focusing on all we cannot do or control, we need to learn to pause and say, okay, this is where the monkeys drop the ball. I'll do my best and just play it from here. I'll do my best and play it from here. So there you have it. Be a little nuts. Never underestimate that spark. Think of someone and play the ball wherever it lands. In the words of Bob's song, yes, my soul has eyes to see beyond the things that seem to be, and I can't go wrong with it guiding me, 'cause my soul knows how it feels to be free. So here's your takeaway. Your soul does know how it feels to be free. Never underestimate that spark, and let it save your life. Now, to send you off into your week, Bob has a musical reminder. It's a song that I asked him to sing. It's by the Gaithers. It's a gospel song. And it's titled, "The World Didn't Give It to Me, so the world can't take it away." Enjoy, and I will see you soon.
The world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. This happy face I'm wearing, Spirit put it there to stay. And the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. I didn't always wear this smile on my face, 'cause troubles would get me down. Problems in all directions used to make me wear a frown. But in this storm I found a deep contentment that keeps me safe night and day. You see, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. Well, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. This happy face I'm wearing, Spirit put it there to stay. The world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. There were treasures I'd never realized till I changed my thinking and my life. Conscience is clear, a family's love, and a cure for worry and strife. Now the world says you can't take it with you, but my riches transfer okay. At least the world didn't give them to me, and the world can't take them away. See, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. This happy face I'm wearing, Spirit put it there to stay. And the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. Well, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. There's a happy face I'm wearing, the Spirit put it there to stay. And the world didn't give it to me, no, the world didn't give it to me, no, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away.
Thank you, Reverend Karen, for that wonderful message, and Bob for the beautiful message in song. And now it's time for our offering. We thank you so much for your generous financial support of this center that allows us to continue bringing you opportunities for virtual community, connection, and support. There are 3 easy ways to share your offering. On your screen, you'll see our website, which is www.cslsarasota.com, where you can select the donate button, which allows you to contribute via PayPal or by credit card, or mail a check to our address shown there on our website. You can also set up automatic contributions through your own online banking. And now I invite you to place your hand over your heart as you reflect on your gift, blessing it as you share it, and know this with me. My gift goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper, and the divine flow returns it to me multiplied abundantly. Now, please join me in reading our offering affirmation together. I give thanks that I may share of my good, my love, and my support. And while we're showing you our website, I'd like to draw your attention to the green prayer request button. We invite you to use this feature to send us your prayer request for support. We have 3 licensed spiritual practitioners, Kathleen Frankert, Jaron Nelson, and me, who are available to know and affirm spiritual truth with and for you in whatever challenge you may be experiencing. You can also find our contact information on the center's website by clicking on the staff button and then on the practitioners button. Here on our website, you can also sign up to receive our weekly email newsletter. Please also check out our Facebook page for posts about upcoming events and like us. I just have one reminder for this upcoming week. Our Spiritual Living Circle meets via Zoom conferencing each Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. I facilitate this 1-hour faith lift where we discuss an article from the current month's Science of Mind magazine. All are welcome to attend. If you would like to participate, please email me at the address shown on your screen, and I'll send you the conference invitation along with this week's article and discussion guide. And of course, we hope you'll join us for our annual meeting, which will be starting at 11:30. Once again, please email Kathleen Frankert if you haven't already done so for the Zoom link. As we conclude this sacred time together, let us move forward into our day and the week ahead, affirming that we do so in perfect health, safety, peace, and freedom. Now, I invite you to listen or join in singing our closing song, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Thank you, everyone, for being with us, and have a great week.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God our Creator, we are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternal.